Do, 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 do. It says we're live. Hello and good morning, Dragonlings. It is morning. Hi there. If you're new to my channel, my name is Skye. I'm a fantasy author who typically writes paranormal romance under the name SD Hegyes, and I have a guest today. So feel free to introduce yourself if you want to.
Hello, I'm Amy. I'm a longtime friend of Skye's, and as you can see by my name on the screen, I'm still figuring it out. I don't even know what to call myself anymore. So yeah, I am here for productivity streams. Skye likes to sit me down and hold my hand while we grow trees on the forest app. So I'm here to support the cause and be productive.
I've got you. Speaking of trees, I'm going to go ahead and get our first tree up and ready.
Yeah, Skye even had the forethought to know that I would not have the phone that my app is on. So, like, the second thing that she said to me before, when I got on backstage with her, was, "You got your phone with your forest app?" Oh, you know me so well. Let me go get it.
All right, and we're going to start today off with some jacarandas.
They're so pretty.
The new tree. My computer is being weird today. Okay, there we go.
Has anybody else been noticing weird internet stuff? Like weird lags? It's been happening in our neck of the woods on everything. Buffering on our internet disconnecting, phones lagging, text messages to group chats not going through. Like in the last 2 weeks, it just seems like everything's acting weird, like the internet is inconsistent and stuff's not going through like normal.
I haven't.
Okay.
But I haven't noticed anything, but I live in the middle of nowhere, so things have always been inconsistently. Like sometimes I'll think I sent a message, and then I'll find out 2 hours later I never sent it because it just didn't go through. So like, that's normal for me. It's not any weirder than normal.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe it's like a internet in my area thing because it's happening to David, and he lives. We don't live very far apart, and it's happening to Melissa in Indiana. So I don't know. Like, is this an Eastern Seaboard thing? What's going on? It's probably just me trying to make sense out of what is essentially just slow internet because we have an old internet connection.
That is possible. I have no idea.
Oh, Skye Hegyes invited me to plant a jacaranda plant.
Yeah. So if you're new here, the way I usually do my sprints is we do 25-minute sprints. I will put a Pomodori kitty on the screen so you can see a timer just in case you don't use the Forest app, but I also invite everyone via the Forest app by putting the code on the screen. I also do writing prompts on the screen in case you want to write but don't know what you want to write about. So you'll see that when we start actually sprinting. But before we do that, I'm going to say hi to the comment section because people are here, and I really appreciate all of you. So we got the Blind Sisters. Good morning. Miss Swift is here. Hello, hello. Cool Gamer. Hi. It is October. It is Preptober for those of you who are doing NaNoWriMo and are preparing for NaNoWriMo. That is what I should be doing today, but I actually have no clue what I'm working on today. How about you, Amy? What are you working on today?
Oh, I was just getting annoyed the other day. I'm doing client stuff because it slips my mind every year, but because I work in marketing, basically, the fourth quarter and the first quarter are my busiest parts of the year. And the second quarter and the third quarter are usually a little bit slower for me. And I forgot about that. And so at the beginning of October, I had like 5 people reach out and be like, "Oh, hey, holiday season's coming up. Can we do this?" I'm like, "Well, of course we can. It's whether or not you want to." Like, what's going on? So I went from being pretty slow with just my regular peoples to now I have 3 more holiday campaigns and stuff like that I wasn't expecting to have to do, and a whole rebranding project. And just I went from slow to, oh no, what do you mean there's only 13 days left in October? Oh no. So client stuff. I'll be doing client stuff.
Nice. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I think newsletter. One of my clients does a newsletter and it's like an inspirational one, and I need to find some sources for like this week's issue is where to go to find good news when you're tired of being overwhelmed by all the bad stuff in the news. Where can you go to find the happy stuff?
Nice. Miss Swift is kind of like me. Don't know what I'm working on yet. I'll figure it out when the timer starts. I am in the same boat. I have 3 things I could be working on, one of which I should be working on. Technically 4 things, 2 of which I should be working on. And yeah, I don't know what I'm going to work on. So I'll figure it out when the timer starts. So
I'm going to update that Notion board. Skye has got a kick-ass Notion thing going on right now.
I do. I have all of 2024 planned out as far as like videos go. I've got the only thing I don't have really thought out yet is newsletter stuff because my original plans had changed a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got like my writing and publishing schedule all sorted out, like what I'm going to be working on all year. I've got my planners purchased. I haven't finished setting them all up, but I'm that's one of the things I could work on today. So like, and I've even got to the point where like my videos are planned out. I've started scripting them so I can start filming them whenever I wanted to for some of them that like I have one that I like have clips for already that is not scheduled until like the end of 2024 that I'll probably upload it before January even starts. And it doesn't come out until like November, December.
What?
You'll be seeing videos and you'll be like, that looks like Skye from a year ago. And I'll be like, yes, it is.
Oh my gosh. That's almost as bad as holding on to that damn present in your closet for a year and not opening it. I wouldn't be able to stand it. I'd be like, look at all my content.
No, I've always been someone who likes to pre-plan their content and have it uploaded ahead of time just in case like I get sick and I can't do it. Mm-hmm. But like I think this will be the first time. A lot of the videos that are like at the beginning of the year are like, let's show off our planners, let's show off our plans, I'll show you what I'm working on for the year. And some of them are based on stuff I do right then. But the videos that I don't have to have like right then are the ones I wanted to go ahead and pre-film and upload so that they're done. Mm-hmm. So that way I don't have to worry about them anymore. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I don't have that many of those kind of videos.
I guess we'll see in 2024.
Yes, you will. I'm super excited. Like, I know Caro's thing is always to like plan as if you're going to be sick. And that's why I was like, it's October of 2023. Let me go ahead and plan all of 2024 so I can get stuff done just in case that happens.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking about my 2024 over here, and I'm like, I have to make it through holiday season marketing before we can do that.
See, I'm not marketing yet, so we're good there.
A lot of people don't know, and this for all of you authors and anybody who watches this in the future, if you want to do a holiday marketing campaign, you need to finish your content in Q3. By the time October rolls around for Q4, that's when stuff goes live. That's not when you reach out to your marketer and go, oh, hey, what do you think about a book giveaway for November and December? So just a heads up, planning like 6 months in advance for your promotional material is smart. Mm-hmm. So high five for planning out 2024, because everything that you have planned, everything that you've just said also sounds like about half of your social media too. That's plans for about half of your social media content. So
I just have to pick out like background images because of the way I'm setting up my Instagram. My Instagram is so pretty and I love it.
Oh yeah, it's so cool. All those cool background images.
So that's the only thing I have to pick is my background images. But we're 10 minutes into the stream. We're going to go ahead and start this first sprint. So let me get us set up. I thought I was like on top of my game, and I just realized I don't have the timer up. Got to do that.
I mean, you're totally on top of your game. You're just letting everybody else open their tabs before you push the button.
All the 50 million tabs that Amy has every day.
I do. I've been going a little stir crazy in my office, so I've been moving my computer around. And so, I'll go work outside, or I'll go work in the kitchen or the living room. Like, I've got a 24-inch all-in-one, so it's pretty easy to move from point A to point B. but it thinks it was shut down every time it gets disconnected from the power. And every time I have to relaunch my Chrome, it's like 58 tabs, 96 tabs, 73 tabs. And I'm like, oh God, good thing Skye can't see this. You make it so much fun.
To be fair, I have figured out the tab grouping thing, and I currently have 1, 2, 3,
It's
4,
rad, isn't
5,
it?
6, 7. I have 8 tabs open right now, but this computer stays on 24/7, whereas my other computer, my desktop computer, gets shut down because it plugs into the wall and there's too much chance of losing power. And I just, no, I'm not here for that game. All right, got our timer up, got our prompt up. We're going to go ahead and start this first 25-minute sprint. We're going to do all the things, whatever it is you're working on. I hope you are very successful for it. And we're going to start doing whatever it is in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, that is time. How'd you do? What'd you do? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to get our next tree set up, and then I'll be back to discuss. Boop, boop, boop. Let me edit this. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
My cat has a hairball. You okay now? And I have a jacaranda tree.
Yay! Next, we're going to grow a tangerine tree. At least I think that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's what it is today, even if that's not what it is normally. One of these days, I am going to make like a little cheat sheet with the name of the tree and their pictures, because the one thing I hate about the Forest app is that when you go to like choose a tree, it shows the images but not the name.
Yeah.
That's always irritated me because I'm like, I have no idea what tree I'm growing. I just know it's pretty.
Yep. The best you can do is color coordinate.
Yeah. Nope. I see a couple people joined us. And I see Cat Paw. So I'm going to invite Cat Paw via the Forest app because Cat Paw asked that I do that. So, yeah. You don't have to join Cat Paw. I just saw your name and I was like, I will go ahead and invite her just in case. Or them. Them. Okay, so during that sprint, I did a lot of admin work. I got some 4-H stuff set up and signed up for the girls, and then was just messing around with various admin related stuff. So, how about you? What did you do?
I have finished the graphics for this newsletter.
Woo!
Yep, all my promo graphics are completo.
Nice.
Now all I have to do is write the newsletter.
Woo! You got
Well,
this. You'll finish that up by the end of today.
Huh?
You'll finish that up by the end of today.
Yeah, definitely. That's my goal. I'm hoping to get it done before lunch because I've got a meeting in the afternoon.
There you go. Let's see. So Cat Paw joined us morning, had breakfast. Okay.
Morning.
Blind Sisters. Editing Lauren's poetry book. Got a few poems done. Awesome. Miss Swift mostly got ready for work. And Blind Sisters said it's hard for YouTube videos. Lauren is the one who runs tech and posts them, but has been swamped with work, and I have free time, but I have no clue how it works since there's been 0 uploads. I feel that. I have so many spell slots, and those spell slots have been dedicated to other things. It's the way I view it. But I'm hoping to change that because, like I said, I'm trying to get as many videos pre-recorded and uploaded and edited before the year even starts, just so that they're up and ready to go.
Yeah.
So, because right now I have spell slots. We'll see how long that lasts.
I didn't know about that analogy, until I started playing D&D, and then I kept hearing it. I was like, oh my God, I love that, because that is the way that I am. I was recently having a discussion with my boyfriend where we were just talking about ourselves. I follow that Tim Gunther, I think is his name, on TikTok, and he does relationship questions. 10 relationship questions to ask your significant other. And we did it, and he's the kind of person that needs transition between tasks. And I'm like, no, I can transition, but I've only got so many tasks. Once I reach a point, I'm done. It's not a matter of I need time to refocus. It's I'm done. So now I use that analogy all the time.
It's the hyperfixation for me. So right now I'm hyperfixating on all this planning stuff. And then I'll be able to switch and focus on the filming. So I'll film a whole bunch of videos at one time. And then I will do the same thing with editing. And then I'll do the same thing with uploading. So I love, oh, hush, kitty. We're not ready. Amy, join the tree.
Up tree.
Yes, tree. But um because I do the hyper focusing thing, like I spend more chunks of time doing one thing, and like right now for the past 2 weeks I should be doing like prep for NaNoWriMo, and I did for like 4 days straight. I did nothing but prep for NaNoWriMo, and now I'm doing all this prep for planning, which I should have waited until December to do, but that's what my brain's like, you are doing this and you are doing this right now, so that's what I'm doing. And as soon as my brain gets bored
Asked
with it,
what
I
you
will switch
wanted,
to something else.
operator of this meeting.
Yeah. Like I will get to the point where I switch to something else because my brain's like, okay, we're done, we're good.
That is kind of what happened to me with journaling, and why I had to stop like trying to draw out my journals, because I'll reach the point where I've done all of this work to make my journal look the way that I want it to look, and then my brain is just like, no, we're done, we're going to go fixate on this, and I would never actually use the journal. So now my system is just, I buy the pre-printed ones and then just add stickers as it feels good, and that's the
Yeah.
extent of my customizing my journal. I just make it work because
Yep.
it's too easy for me to derail myself.
Yep. I feel that that's what I've been doing lately with mine. I was trying to find planners that I thought would work for me, and I think I may have found one. I'm testing it out this year and we'll see how it goes.
I
But I
found
say that
one
and I felt the
that
same way
already
about
worked.
the yeah, I was gonna say I said that, and I felt the same way about the HB90 planner, which is what I've been using for the past year, year and a half, 2 years almost.
Uh-huh.
But now I'm just like, I don't like this. Fuck it, table flip.
We got a new one. Buckle up, buttercup.
So yeah, like I printed out the one for this quarter, and I made it pretty all the way through October, and now my brain's like, nope, we're done. We need something else. I'm like, fuck.
I don't have time for this.
Like I did not spend all this time just to not use it.
Yeah.
Apparently, I
It
did.
took me like a good 2 or 3 years. Because you were there with me, about 3 years to really find a system that worked for me. And now I'm terrified to change it because I'm just like, it's going to take so much to figure it out.
Yep. I feel that so much. All right, let's see.
Okay, I should be in the tree.
Yep, I see ya. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And just a minute, I'm getting us set up with our next prompt. Only there if you need some inspiration. You don't have to write it. But we're going to go ahead and do 25 minutes. We're going to do all of the things, whatever it is you're working on. Make sure I got everything set. Where's my kitty cat? Kitty cat! All right, we're going to go ahead and start this next sprint, and we're going to write for 25 minutes, starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, that is time. How'd you do? What'd you do? Let me know in the comments below. I'm going to get our next tree ready, and then I will come back and check everyone's status. I had to think about what I was going to say there for a second. Okay. Boop. All right, there is our next tree, which is a starburst tree. We're gonna grow that in about a little over 3 minutes. I did more planner stuff basically, and I'm inputting the school year stuff for next year since I have a copy of the school calendar for the rest of this school year and birthdays. That's what I'm inputting into my planner right now.
I made a events calendar in my Google Calendar.
Ooh.
And I have just been adding anything of note, like birthdays, anniversaries. I've even got like anniversaries of some people's passing in there because, you know, I do want to remember when that was and stuff like that. And I have found it to be really helpful. Like, I didn't know it was so helpful until it started doing what it was supposed to do. So
nice. And this was in Google Calendar?
That from you partly. You've talked in the past about how you'll even write down things like who gives what gift to you and to your kids so that you can reflect back and, you know, just to have that reference for whatever reason you want to compliment, you want to return a gift, anything like that, you know, return the favor, not return the present.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty cool habit once you like really start implementing it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. I started doing the writing down gifts thing, and I didn't do it last year, and now I'm regretting it because I have no idea what the girls got from who last year because I have the memory of a goldfish. I can't remember squat. I mean, there's a new person at work. I talk to her daily, and she has the same name as someone else, and she has told me her name 5 different times because I ask her every time we talk, and I still, for the life of me, cannot remember it. It like she tells me, and it goes, gone. I don't know who she is. She's someone I work with. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Went down research rabbit hole trying to sell more books. Sleepy, made more coffee, took meds, and cleaned the cat box. Hey, that's productive. We count it. By the way, if you have been writing, remember to save your work. Get some sustenance as far as like food. I need to go get a drink. My monster's on the table over there, and they're too far away.
I learned something interesting recently. Caffeine does not actually make you less tired. It attaches to the receptors in your brain that register that you're tired and it stimulates them so you think you're not, but you still are.
Mm-hmm. That's why actually monsters are good for me to drink at night.
I'm not giving up my coffee though.
Miss Swift is brainstorming. I should be brainstorming. No, my brainstorming phase is done. I literally just have to, all I have left to do is write my outline for my nano project. It's just the outline. So I'm going to do that next week. Maybe. It'll be fine. I'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out. Someday. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. So we only have a little bit, like 20 seconds left before the next sprint. So I'm going to go ahead and get us set up for it. Gonna hide this code. Sorry. Anyone else who wanted it, it's gone. Oops. I just deleted the prompt I wanted to put up because I'm a doofus. Which means I gotta pause the cat anyways. Aha. Okay, so there's our next prompt. Again, just inspiration if you need it. But we're gonna go ahead and start this next sprint. This is our next to last one. Yes. So here we go. 25 minutes on the clock, starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, that is time. How'd you do? What you do? Let me know in the comments. I'm gonna go ahead and get our next tree ready. Let's see. This will be our last sprint. I'm gonna grow the Twilight Guardian. Ha 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 ha. Because I can. Okay. Six, 9, 3, 4, 2, 7, 8. Let's see. All right, so there is our code for our last tree. I did more admin work, wrote in my planner, got up to do like spring break stuff written down as far as school stuff. Misty Kate joined us during that sprint. Hello. Goodness. And then I was looking at planner covers because I made a planner cover many moons ago that's Star Wars related, but it's very stiff and it's not bending right. So it's annoying me. And as such, I'm like, So I've been eyeing other planners.
I've been eyeballing one particular planner that at first I was like, it's a happy planner, shock and awe. I am a fan of the rings. Something about having those rings. Like, I know that it's just a visual and a use thing. It has actual no value in the system. I think it like triggers my brain to switch over and think like, planning, journaling mode. So I think it helps to just, have that variety. But yeah, I'm thinking about ordering one of their 2024s.
Nice. Let's see. Catpaw did some Facebook and crochet. Tried to convince my head that braining for 8 hours yesterday does not mean I get past. I feel that.
Oh man, that was one of the hardest things that I had to learn to transition when I started taking my business seriously and I was a freelancer, because I went so many years. Like I didn't work for several years, like a while. And then I decided to go freelancer. And so it was so hard for me to get back in the habit of being like, no, yesterday was busy, but today's going to be busy too. You have work to do now.
We got things to do, Braid. Let's work. Let's go.
I feel your pain, Cat Paw.
Oh, goodness. That is too funny. Miss Swift got more brainstorming done. Is this for NaNoWriMo or is this a different project completely? I'm curious. Because I remember you saying you were going to be a rebel and doing something for NaNoWriMo that you've worked on before, if I remember correctly. If I'm not mixing people up. So I'm curious what you're brainstorming. Is this a new project or is this what you're planning on working on for Nano? Who all in the comments is doing Nano?
Mm-hmm.
I am. I'm doing Nano. I have a 70,000 word story to write. 30,000 of which are already written, just have to be reworked and expanded into novel form. It's great. I got this. Totally. Totally got this. Oh, goodness. But it's not that bad, actually. Okay, so it is the Nano Rebel project, and Catpaw is rebelling as well. Rebelling. We're rebelling. I don't know if it's a word, but it's a word now. Oh, goodness. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I've talked a lot about my project, what I plan on working on, so no need to rehash it. The other project I'm going to be working on is I'm still going to be trying to finish up Jesse St. George Teenage Dragon Slayer, which is going to be under a different name eventually. But for now, that's what I'm calling it.
Which you all can read if you subscribe to her newsletter. She's sharing the chapters exclusively in her newsletter as she writes them. It's fun.
Yep. But I'm hoping to finish that up before the end of the year, at least the first draft of it, because I have other things I want to do. But I got a good chunk of it done during the 7-day book challenge.
Yeah.
And now, according to Scrivener, I only have to write, let me check because I've got it open. I only have to write, show project targets, 519 words a day in order to finish it by the end of the year.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
That's not bad. I can do that. One of the things I want to do is get back into the habit of doing like 10K days once a month. So like that's something I'm starting to add to my calendars too. And I don't know when that's going to happen. I know I plan on having at least one 10K during Nano, but I don't know which day it's going to be. And actually, I have this Saturday off because it's my 4-day week for this month. Yeah. So I'm thinking of doing a 10K Saturday this Saturday.
Oh my.
So if you see me in the YouTube Discord and you're just like, what is Skye doing? I am probably sprinting. It's my plan for Saturdays, just to write all day long because I want to get as much of the story done as I can. Amy unknowingly helped me brainstorm a couple things. Now I need to go back to previous chapters and add them in.
Dun, dun, dun. I love talking about this stuff.
I do too. I forgot how much I missed this because when you and I used to meet in person, I used to get all of my brainstorming like ideas just like, this is where I'm stuck at. And I wouldn't even realize I was actually stuck. I would just be talking about it. I'm like, oh, that's a brilliant idea. Thank you. And you were like, I didn't do anything.
I do that constantly too. I find when I'm trying to explain my problem to people that I'll find a new way to say it. And then I'll be like, oh my gosh, that's all I have to do. Like I just made a logo recently for like a business, like a creative agency. I made a logo and there was one element in the logo that was a Canva frame, and Canva won't let you edit frames, and I was getting all pissed off because it won't let you like crop out part of a frame. And I was trying to explain it, and I was like, it won't let you do it because it's a frame. If it was just like a PNG, then I could do it. And I was like, oh my God, that's the solution. I just have to save that frame as a PNG, and then I can, oh my God, like as soon as I said it out loud, I realized that was my problem. So yes, I miss in-person meetings too, because it's so much, you get the thought out of your brain and it bounces off other people's brain. And yeah, it's great.
I have 2 people on Facebook now that live in different states that they posted on their page one time, hey, I need someone just to chat with because I need to work out this idea. And I was like, instantly, I was like, you can jump in my DMs anytime to talk about stories. I promise I will just sit here and listen and go,
Ooh la la.
Within 5 minutes, I got this like novel length passage. And they're like, thanks, that helped. At the very end. So by the way, if you ever need help and you just need someone to listen while you just talk about stuff, I am a very big fan. I have another friend other than Amy. I do the audio voice messages whenever I get ideas because it seems to help me when I'm driving to and from work. And I'm just like, hey, this is another story idea. Feel free to ignore this. I just need to say it out loud.
I started out before, like ClickUp lets you record audio clips in them. So I started using that, but I used to send myself audio clip messages on Messenger. That was how I did that. So helpful.
Yes, the rubber ducky thing, basically, but I need an actual human. It does not, I have a skeletal dragon on my desk. I have a skeletal frog that guards my desktop computer so the cats don't turn it on and off. And like, I have the rubber duckies around, but it does not work for me. I need another conscious human being in order for it to work.
Yeah. Yep.
And it doesn't work so well with my husband and my kids because they want to try to help by adding in ideas. I'm like, no, that's not what I need. I need you to just listen. I've got this somewhere up in this brain. The answer is there. I just need to talk it out.
Oh man, I joke constantly about banging brain cells together is what I call it. Whenever I'm trying to concentrate or whatever. And that's my analogy for that. I just need to bang together the right 2 brain cells and I will get the answer to this problem. but I don't know which two it is right now. So I just got to keep banging brain cells together until something shakes loose.
Right?
So yeah, I feel your pain.
Oh goodness. All right, we're gonna do this last sprint. I'm gonna go ahead and get a set for it. I'm totally stealing your comment, Miss Swift, by the way, for a future prompt. The peasants were revolting. They're always revolting. Well, now they're rebelling too. Totally stealing that for a future prompt, just so you know. So yeah, if you Catpaw, if you ever get a random message from me, it's gonna be an audio message, and it's just gonna be me talking through some stuff. It's like, feel free to ignore this. I just need to say it out loud.
Oh man, did you see Miss Swift's comment? I have someone I call my plot whisperer. Oh my gosh, that's it.
Oh, there it is. Okay, that's awesome. I love it. I love it. Because there was that one day we were on stream, and I don't remember which story I was stuck on. I think it was the monster under the bed story. And I think it was Miss Swift, Catpaw, and someone else just threw out a bunch of ideas. I was like, oh, thank you. You have no idea how helpful you've been. I'll have to find this stream. I can't remember what we were talking about. I love the term plot whisperer. That's great.
Love it.
Oh, goodness.
Canon.
All right. Let's do this last sprint. We're going to do this. We're going to knock out all the productivity. Don't care what you're working on. As long as you're working on something, here we go. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, that is time. That was our last sprint for today. So I'm going to go ahead and close up the kitty cat. Let me know what you did and how you did in the comments, because I am nosy and want to know.
I have finished all of the expository part of it. Now I have to actually like add the part where it sounds like it's her voice and not mine. But I got
Nice.
all my resources. Oh, and I found a cute resource that people might be interested in, just as a little something something. There's a newspaper called the Happy Newspaper. And once a quarter, they will mail you an actual physical newspaper completely full of good news, all happy stuff. And it looks like it comes out of the UK, but they have worldwide shipping options where you can actually like get a real newspaper in your mailbox to help get your brain out of all of the internet sadness. You can get a physical newspaper in your box of all happy stories.
That is interesting.
I'm very tempted.
You should do it. I was researching planners, not planners, planner covers. And I was also listening to a video review from someone about the Common Planner because they got their pre-order. I missed the pre-order for the Common Planner by like 6 hours. I didn't even know about it until like 6 hours after the fact. And I went to the site and they were like, pre-order done. I was like, dang it.
Oh man, I hate
So
it when you're so close.
So I ordered a bunch of the little booklets, but I wanted the planner itself. And if they do end up like promoting the planner after they completely fulfill all the pre-orders, I am going to hop on that so quick it's not even funny, because I actually really do like this planner so far. So, and I would have a use for the planner. Let's see.
I will make up a use for the planner.
Well, I have one for like my writing stuff. It consists of like 3 itty bitty little notebooks. They're like smaller than my hand.
Mm-hmm.
But if I could get a larger size planner, I would put all 3 of this into one.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Missy Kate was working on makeup for a work meeting. I think you did it, but hopefully you did. I imagine it'll look gorgeous. Cat paw work was being done, moving stuff from part 1 to 3 and setting up part 3 of document. That's awesome. Miss Swift tried to plot whisper by herself. Oh. But yeah, anytime anyone needs like a plot whispering buddy, like feel free to like IM me with either the audio messages on you can do it via Instagram or Facebook. I am free for this because I love this kind of stuff. I'm just gonna sit there and be like, and listen. Or read if you end up typing it all up. Whichever way works best for you. So yeah, Instagram and Facebook are the 2 ways that everyone can find me the easiest outside of YouTube's. Oh, goodness. Alrighty. Well, we have successfully grown 4 trees. I have gotten a lot of work done. I feel like everyone else has too, because everyone's been doing such good stuff in the chat. You have made a lot of progress on your newsletter.
I have. I think I did the bulk of the work, but what's left to do is the hardest part.
Okay. So, I think this is where we're going to wrap it up today. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I got nothing else. So, go ahead and tell the lovely people who you are, just in case they don't know.
I am Amy. I am a friend of Skye's since high school. And I was here today to be productive with the Forest app because I love growing some trees. I got as much done as I could. So thank you for having me, and I look forward to being here next time.
All right. Miss Swift said it sort of worked. Going to keep it up post stream. There you go. And there are lots of other streams that happen throughout the day, every day. I should have a link in the description to the spreadsheet that Kat made based off of the playlist that Devin used to make. before his account got, banished, basically. But yeah, there should be a link if you're looking for other streams to do. Otherwise, I will be streaming again on Sunday morning. And if you don't know, my name is Skye. I'm a fantasy author who typically writes paranormal romance under the name S.D. Hegyes. And yeah, thank you all for joining me today. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. And I will see you all on Sunday for another live stream. I think we have 2 or 3 live streams left before NaNoWriMo kicks off. So yeah, we'll be here. All right, see you all later. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.